I'm trying to figure this out. Sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of us coming out here and putting forth the effort we put forth in the first half. We've for practices, we've had really diligent meetings, and we're trying to figure this out. Trying to figure this out because I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. I'm happy about the win, but I'm not happy in the fashion that we won it in. We're better than that. We really are better than that, and we got to start showing that. I expect to win, and I expect to win in a better fashion than that. I'm sick of these consistent holes that we're displaying and the penalties and the things that we're doing. We're so much better. I apologize for my anger today, but I don't accept mediocrity. Maybe you do. Maybe you can live with it. Maybe you sleep with it. Maybe you lie with it. Maybe you're comfortable with it, but I'm not.
Coach Prime making history in the wrong way, and the vision he has for this team may be a little premature. We hear Coach Prime in his post-game interviews expressing his desires and expectations he has for the team. But I want to hear from you, your thoughts and your comments. Do you think Coach Prime is expecting too much from this young Colorado Buffalo team? Let me know your thoughts. Right. Again, over 70 new recruits, most of them young, and they all face different challenges when attending the University of Colorado to play football or to further along their education. But perfection is always the goal. But we must remain realistic when teaching our young men and our young athletes and, helping them further along their career. But there was this young man that hit the scene and put the NFL on notice. And I got to give him a shout out because it would be wrong and hating not to. All right. He let the NFL scouts know he is ready to play in the NFL. Elliot Ayamana put the team on his back and single-handedly rallied Stanford to come back in overtime and be victorious against Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo. Man, what a game and what a show that young man put on. Salute to him and all the NFL scouts drooling over him right now. I know it's going down. But are the expectations set too high for this new Colorado football team and the 70-plus new recruits? Like I said, talk to me. I want to hear from you. Is Coach Prime expecting too much from this team? He wants perfection because he is a perfectionist. I get it. But we don't want to hear you keep complaining about the kids and their desires or abilities to play the game of football. We don't want to hear you keep complaining about, the kids. Because you came to Colorado and basically told the kids that was there to find a new home. And you are questioning if the kids you handpicked love the game or are ready for these big moments that they're facing at the University of Colorado. That's what you're saying right now. But the biggest moment came in overtime on 3rd down and goal. Shador, you can't force that ball, man. You can't force that ball. Dang it. That was a for sure victory y'all had, man. You had it. But you got to live to see another day. I know that's a learning experience, and you're going to live and learn. Live to see another day. You ain't got to force it. You don't have to win the game on your own. Don't feel like that. I know a lot of times we like to feel like that, but you're doing your thing, right? I know you already know, and it's all in your head, and you can't let it go. But, I'm just here talking about it because that's what we do. But, you're dealing with that, and I know you're going to bounce back and show them that you the real deal, like you are. But on another note, I'm a big believer in keeping the team issues out of the media and dealing with it internally. That's one of the issues you'll have being in the limelight. Everything must match up as you continue to speak about your team while bringing notoriety and attention to the team, right? Some good things and some things going to be bad when, bringing all this notoriety and attention to the team. Right? Everything ain't going to be peaches to cream all the time. And everything you say as a leader from a year ago, year and a half ago, however long you've been with the team, it now, and it should all make sense to the players from whenever they heard it. Everything has to come together. That's how you believe. But Coach Prime has to be very careful placing the blame on these kids after giving up a 29-point lead, questioning their love for the game, questioning whether they're ready for these big moments. Gotta be careful. I think that's a very thin line right there. Got to be careful doing that. Because I'm waiting to see the accountability on the behalf of Coach Prime and the coaching staff. Because when you give up a 20.9 lead in the second half alone, everybody is a part of the problem. Not just the players, the trainers, the coaches, the bus drivers, the hotel staff, the cooks. Everybody is a part of the problem. That's how you have to look at it, and that's how you have to attack it. So, and I know Coach Prime is looking at itself and the coaching staff accordingly, but in the media, for me, it's just like, man, it's like every time it's something going, not so good, it's like, yeah, blah, blah, this, and the kids this, and the kids that. But, I understand what's going on, and this is a learning experience, and he's going to continue to get better. And at that Oregon game, he got a taste of what he want his team to look like after that loss, because Oregon put together a masterpiece, right, when they played against Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs, right? I know that game is in the back of Coach Prime's head, and he's thinking like always about that game and what he envisions his team to look like. Because it was nothing they could do wrong that game against Colorado. Oregon was hitting all cylinders, right? But in the first half against Stanford, I think that's what Coach Prime was feeling. He felt that vision because it was starting to look like that. It was starting to look like reality. It was starting to look like the Oregon team against Colorado. But here's the part where the coaching comes in, and I think this is the accountability. Because Stanford coaches went into the second half and made the adjustments, and they told Ellick to take over this game. But we didn't see the adjustments from Colorado. Ellick take over the game, right? Another coaching moment that will help Coach Prime and his coaching staff in the future. How to protect a 29-point lead going into halftime or a big lead period, right? Because I'm sure, they was feeling themselves and thinking they got this game all sold up and it's probably going to turn into a stat game. These guys not athletic enough to play with them and all those good things. But you got to stay focused no matter what the score is, because football, like they say, it ain't over till it's over. Until the lady saying, you understand? But, when they played the game against Arizona State, they were victorious, but Coach was not satisfied. Like I said, he envisions perfection. He envisions his team to do everything right. No penalties or minimal penalties. All your assignments on point, everything you studied in the study film, you're aware, and when it comes, you're ready to attack. And that's how Coach Prime feels, right? Coach Prime is very passionate about football and about doing something special. Coach Prime like doing special things. He like raising the bar to another level. So he not just coming there just to be any average, coach. Like you said, he wants perfection because he wants everybody to be the best that they can be, from the coaching staff to the players to the trainers, whoever. You around there, be the best you can be. That's the energy Coach Prime gives off, right? But these close games, if you can't see, are stressing Coach Prime out, and he doesn't like it. I can imagine that Oregon game where they lost 42-6 is still a receipt he is keeping now in his head. It's archived forever. I'm telling you, man, because, when you presented an example right like that right in front of your face, you can't help but say, man, I need my team to execute like this, because it was so beautiful. I watched that game. I watched every play, and it was like Oregon couldn't do nothing wrong. I was waiting for the mistakes, but they wouldn't come, right? They kicked Colorado butt in every aspect of the game, and it was in a stylish manner, right? The way Oregon played that game against Colorado was textbook, and Coach Prime got a taste of what he's looking for. But the issue, I think, or I see with Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes, right? They're a young team. We all know that. But situational football is a big issue for Colorado, right? And the biggest situation came in overtime, right? The game was tied up, and Colorado had a chance to take that victory. We all know you can't force that ball. We can't force that ball, right? Live to see another day. Don't turn it over. You got the lead. Oh, you get that field goal, get them points. And then Travis Hunter. You can't be frustrated because you're in a tough battle with Ellick, man. You know what I mean? You can't let this tough battle, get you out of your game and get unnecessary penalties to help the other team score touchdowns and get first downs. That's becoming detrimental to the team. So you got to be able to hold your composure, and that's what he means by the big moments and understanding how to win games, because it's not just about playing the game. You got to understand and know how to win the game. You don't just go out and play every game the same. It's a way we're going out to win this game. And that's what the game plan is about. And penalties and personal foul is never nowhere in the game plan. And then no big plays. And if you don't understand what no big plays from NFL terminology, I'm going to break it down to you. It's very simple, a few words, right? Any plays that the opposing team gains on you 20 or more yards. You got to get rid of the big plays. It was too many big plays. It was, at least 10 Colorado gave up. You know what I mean? And it was a rule that we had in the league as a team goal, and it was a maximum of 3 big plays that you wanted to give up. So we come in Monday after the game, and then we go over the stats, and we hit the goal. 2 big plays. Yeah, you know what I mean? So got to set those goals, and we got to stop giving up so many big plays, and maybe it's 5 for college. But the expectations that Coach Prime, has, like I said, so after Ellick makes the first big play, right? If y'all remember, Ellick, you think he took it like 80 yards. Coach Prime decides to take that corner that was off him, or just have Travis Hunter follow him and cover him instead of playing coverage to take him away, right? You wanted to put Travis Hunter on him instead of playing the coverages that can take him away. I disagreed with that for a lot of different reasons. And Travis Hunter, of course, he was just coming back from injury, and it was his first game. So, why put all that pressure on him to go out there and put all those miles in one game on himself? And it's his first game back. Although I know he embraces the moment and embraces every play and every moment of the journey. But, sometimes, as the leader, we got to be smart and think for our young kings. You know what I mean? But, shout out to Travis Hunter, man. He's a dog. He's going to go out there and play. When he was hurt, he wanted to go out there and play, So that's the type of person he is, right? But I know I'm not the smartest man on the planet. You tell me if I'm right or wrong, or tell me what you think, right? But it seems like Coach Primes is not taking any accountability and trying to protect his coaching legacy. Check it out.
I just said in the locker room to the team is they got to make up in their mind, are they in love with this game or are they in like with it? Because when you love something, you give to it unconditionally. You give everything you got. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am truly 100% in love with this thing. And I just want people to match me. Just match my passion, match my heart, match my love, match my consistency, just match my mannerisms, just match every darn thing I give to this game.
What you think about that clip, man? I don't know. It seems a little, I ain't going to voice my opinion too much, but I want to hear your thoughts. And you let me know in the comments what you think, about that clip. But the game against Stanford was a game Colorado should have won easily. And that's a game that on your calendar, that's a victory. We're going to get some stats, blah this and this and that. And you circling this game and understand that this is a victory. I know Coach Prime thought that. I know Shador thought that. I know the whole Colorado football team thought that. But now that Coach Prime has experienced this horrific comeback, let's see how he rallies his troops, his team, and to get ready for the next game. That's going to be important moving forward after what we will call an embarrassing loss, because I guess the expectations are so high for Coach Prime. So now we just want to see how does Coach Prime and his coaching staff rally to play against the next opponent, right? Shout out to Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes, and shout out to Elliott and Stanford. You know what I mean? You did your thing. Say what needs to be said. I'm out.